I used to be what people would have called a career criminal. I've been locked up in 10 states, I've done all kinds of crimes, and was facing a life sentence in prison.
I first heard about the Prison Book Project in a very unusual place. That would be prison, and a place I never thought I'd find myself, but I was incarcerated.
In 1983, I said, if there's a God and you can change Bill Corum, I'll live my life for you. I wrote a book in 2013 about my life.
One of my bunkies, cellmates, had received a red leather Bible from them, and I got a little covetousness in me with regards to that, and I said, that's really nice, I have to have one. So I wrote them a letter. They granted that request and sent me my own personal Bible.
The Prison Book Project in Titusville, Florida, has helped me put thousands, tens of thousands. We've now put 110,000 of my book in prisons.
I've written 3 books, and to date, we've distributed over 31,500 of my books into 3,250 prisons.
Prison Book Project ships books and Bibles into prisons and jails all over the country. We're in all 50 states. Prison Book Project partners with different publishers, Christian publishers. They send the books to us, and then we give a good mixture, and we send them out to the chaplains and to individual inmates all over the country.
Well, I served for 7 years as senior chaplain at the Brevard County Jail, and during my time there became affiliated or associated with Prison Book Project.
We average about 250,000 books that we send out every year. We have donated to 38 different countries.
Inmates get bored, they need something to do, and there's nothing better for them to do than to read the Bible and to read Christian books. And so we were so happy to have that outlet because we could supply those books and meet the need.
The greatest need is that they need to know that God loves them. There's people sitting in prisons who never even heard about Jesus.
We have found through our 13 years of ministry that the boys know very, very little about Christ and his finished work on the cross of Calvary.
Right now, our biggest need is Bibles because that's the first thing inmates want.
They're seeking hope, they're seeking truth, and we have a hard time keeping the Bibles on the shelf right now. We're out of that one too. We have Tyndale House, Crossway, and American Bible Society provide us with Bibles. We have more demand than what they're able to provide to us. So we end up having to do fundraisers to raise money in order to buy Bibles. So when a publisher sends the books to us, we will take them, and the first thing we're going to do is put our stamp in it. Because if someone is in a prison and they get that book and they get transferred to another facility and they take that book with them, someone in that facility is going to see that and they're going to write to us. That's how we gain new facilities.
I noticed a book on my desk. I have no idea how it got there. But I picked the book up, and inside the very front, forward, it said Prison Book Project.
And then after they're stamped, they go into the warehouse, and we have gentlemen who make calls to the chaplains to see, what their needs are. And then once we figure out what they want and what they need, then we ship them a shipment of books. It doesn't cost the facilities anything to get the books. We raise the money to provide the shipping costs and stuff, and we ship them to the facilities free of charge. The biggest need for Prison Book Project right now is just the finances, because we are buying Bibles, so we need finances for Bibles, we need finances for shipping. It costs a lot of money to ship 250,000 books out every year. We always need volunteers. This place is hopping during the day. We've got a lot of stuff going on, and we always are open to volunteers.
I have never seen a ministry that's more dedicated to what it does, that does it more efficiently, financially, and in every other way, and with as much love as Prison Book Project.
What the Prison Book Project does best is they get Christian books, millions upon millions upon millions of them, into jails and prisons.
We're reaching people in thousands of jails and prisons across the country, I think more than 3,000 at last count.
If you can help in any way to help Prison Book Project, please help them, because these books mean so much to inmates. They're life-changing books, and when they can read about how someone like me could be changed by God, they think maybe God can do that for me, and they give their lives to Jesus many times.